I'm going to be the one to answer it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your clock is ticking. 9. One more reason. That's the main reason. Aside from climate change, aside from people cutting down the trees, what else? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Because
What?
fear.
So yeah,
Because the people are hurting the animals.
hunting or hurting?
Hunting.
Hunting the animals for what? For what?
To put in the zoo.
To put in the zoo in for what? What else? You're not hitting the right answer. Yeah, you got the right answer because the people wants the animals for entertainment. Aside from that, they hunt the animals for their skin, for their parts of the body, and for what? And for what?
They hunt for the
Mm-hmm.
skin and for meat.
For meat. That's what I want to I want to hear. For their meat. Because people want their meat for food. For food, children. There you go. Very good, Sophia. Great job. Okay, now we're going to move on, children.
People cut lots of trees without replacing.
Okay, so it says in here, people cut lots of trees without replacing them. Okay, so that's why the reason of the rhinoceros a while ago is that people cut down the trees and they turns the grasslands into farms and buildings, into farms, villages, buildings. Okay, so why the orangutan is just the same too? Because of deforestation. So what is deforestation? We have learned deforestation is the cutting down of trees in the mountains to turn it into farms or villages, children. So people cut down trees without planting a new tree, and that is not good for the animals. They have nowhere to go because animals lives on the caves, on the trees, under the trees also, right? Okay, can you follow, children? Do you understand me?
A little bit.
Do you understand? A little bit. Okay, at least you can understand a little bit. Okay, now we're going to move on, children.
them. People plant trees to make
Going to try
palm
so
oil.
that you can understand more.
I will have nowhere to live.
Okay, so it says in here, people cut down the trees and they did not replace them. That's why orangutan were nowhere to live and they die. They die because people hunt them for food and for the parts of the body. Okay, now we're going to move on, children. Going to continue. How about the polar bear? Why does the polar
Hi,
bear
at
go
polar
extinct?
bear.
You have watched the video yesterday where I flashed a news from CNN, or is that CNN? And we had the video of National Geographic. Okay, so maybe before the netizens or the some of the commentators are telling that why does the people in the video, the one who is taking the video, is not helping the polar bear? The one who's taking the video cannot do anything because the polar bear is only have a minute to live because of dehydration, because of hunger. And he is so very weak. The polar bear is so very weak. Why? Why does the polar bear go instinct? Polar bear lives in the cold areas. So why do you think the polar bears go instinct now, children? 10 points, children. I will be waiting. We discussed this one yesterday also.
Sophia,
Sophia, go on.
because of climate change.
Because of climate change. Oh my goodness. Very good, Sophia. Okay, because of climate change. Why does we have this climate change? What's the reason? Because of human activities. Okay, because of us.
I live on the ice in the Arctic. The world is getting warmer and the ice is melting.
Okay, so because of climate change. Okay, so what does climate change means? Okay, so the earth is getting warmer and warmer, hotter and hotter. Okay, so the ice is melting. When the earth becomes hotter, the ice will gonna melt down. And what will happen? The polar bear will nowhere to go. Because the ice that they are living is now melted and it turns into water. So are they going to live in the water? Are they going to swim? No, they're not going to swim because they are not fish. They are not fish, children. Okay, so they might be thrown or they might be seen by people and they will be hunted down also. But I think they are not good for eating. It's not good for eating, but their skin is good for our clothes. I think so. Okay. So now we're going to move on, children. Oh, what's the reason of climate change? The reason of climate change. We studied this one last time. The reason of climate change is that because of the smoke coming from the factories, coming from the clothes, coming from the cars, coming from burning plastics, goes up in the air. And for those carbon dioxide, supposedly carbon dioxide is absorbed by the trees. But because people cut down trees, those trees that left can no longer absorb a lot of carbon dioxide, and they goes in the atmosphere, and they will gonna stuck in there. And when the sun shines, the heat cannot the heat cannot come out. They will be gonna stuck here on earth because of those gases that is in the atmosphere. They did not let the heat comes out. Okay, so the heat will gonna stuck up in earth, so it will just getting warmer and warmer. Okay, now we're going to move on, children.
I will not have somewhere to live.
So, this is what I am telling you. Polar bears are not fish. They cannot sleep all day long. Okay, so at the end of this video, it says in here, save us, children, save us, because if they die, we cannot see them. That's why I am telling you that some parts in the world have sanctuaries for those endangered animals, because people are saving them. Some people only, because mostly, especially those peoples living in the mountains also are hunting food. They are hunting these animals for food, children. In some from the cities also get by the skin of these animals to make it accessories. Okay, so now we're going to have another one video about animal extinction in 2021. Should be 2022, but I think we doesn't have like that one for now. So we're just going to have animal extinction 2021. Let's see. What are the animals that is being endangered for the year 2021? Let's see. In some of these animals, you have not seen them in the zoo. especially the one that it looks like a unicorn, because unicorn is just an imagination, it's just a fantasy, children, so they are not true. But then this animal is like a mythical animal, and I forgot the name of that one, and that animal is that goala.
Unfortunately, today there are
Yes, goala. Okay, they are being extinct, and you cannot see them in the zoo. Okay, now we're going to have this one. Animals in danger of extinction in 2021. Supposedly 2022 because it's in the present, but we don't have any video for that. I think so. Okay, so we're just going to have animal extinction in 2021. Okay, here we go, children.
many species in danger of extinction. Some of them are working to preserve them. They continue to suffer as their species slowly disappears. In this The Daily Eco video, we're going to see 10 species that are currently at risk of disappearing forever. Number 1. The mandrill. This curious animal that stands out for their striking colors on their face is in danger of extinction. This is because, unfortunately, their meat is considered a delicacy in the western part of the African continent.
You see, these animals are being hunted down because of their meat. They are consumed by humans because of the exotic meat.
In fact,
goodness.
it's part of a trade that smuggles tons of bushmeat
Have you
into
seen this
Western
animal
Europe.
in the zoo,
In
children?
addition to this, mandrills also suffer from other types
Yeah.
of large-scale hunting and
Huh?
from the
Have you seen this one in the zoo? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So you know what? Some people get animals and put them in the zoo for entertainment. You know, honestly, sometimes I don't want to go in the zoo because I would rather see animals in the forest. I am a little bit animal lover.
the
sometimes.
agricultural industry that cuts down the trees where they live, limiting their habitat. Number 2. The lemur. The lemur's
The lemur.
habitat is in the historic forest of Madagascar, of which unfortunately only 10% remains. Additionally,
Really?
lemurs
You
give
see
birth to
children
large
from
litters,
100%?
something that helps them thrive in captivity. However,
From 100%, only 10% is left. You see, if the 10% will become 8%, 5%, 4%, 1%, they are critically endangered animals. Anyway, they are critically endangered animals now because from 100%, only 10% is left. Very bad.
as they have been bred from a very small genetic pool, reintroducing them to their habitat is very difficult. If we really want to conserve this animal, we must let them live in peace in the jungle. Number 3. The Anganoka turtle.
Wow.
Known for its unusual shape, this turtle was believed to have already become extinct. But in 1984, it was discovered that some specimens still existed in northwestern Madagascar. At that time, a captive breeding program was created, and later its habitat was named a national park to protect them. However, its rediscovery also made sellers of exotic species take an interest in them. Today, poaching has intensified, and other factors such as fires, deforestation, and agriculture has put it at risk of disappearing. Number 4. The dolphin. Many species of dolphins, both oceanic and river, are in danger of extinction. On the one hand, oceanic dolphins get caught in gill nets, something that can lead to the loss of their limbs and even to their death. In addition, the pollution of the oceans and overfishing means that less and less food is available for them. On the other hand, river dolphins are affected by the construction of dams, something that has contaminated the rivers in such a way that their recovery is highly unlikely. Number 5. The common chimpanzee. These curious primates bear many similarities to our own species, and they live in the West Central Africa. They are at risk of disappearing because they are hunted for humans to consume and because
Okay, why does the chimpanzees, common chimpanzee, go extinct, children? You can read this one on your screen. Anybody who wants to read, I'm going to give you 2 points. aside from Sophia. Sophia already got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36 points. Sophia, very good. You did a great job. How about the others, children? Why does chimpanzee go instinct? Anybody who wants to read? The one that the words that appears on your screen. Anybody? I'm going to give you 2 points. Who wants to read, children? Anybody? You can hear me, right? Anybody who wants to read the one on your screen, I will going to give you 2 points. Aside from Sophia, because Sophia already got 36 points. But then if no one were gonna read it, I'm going to let Sophia read it. Anybody, children? Anybody? Wait. Okay. Sophia, your turn if you want to read it.
Their meat is consumed. They are trafficked and they are affected by other human activity.
Okay, so by other human actions or activity, we just changed the word. Okay, by human actions or activities, children. Okay, so that's why, because they are being endangered for now. That is because of the meat. One of the reasons.
Because they're transported as contraband to other countries. In addition, they are also affected by logging, agriculture, oil extraction, mining, and by the roads built through their forests. Something that...
Okay, you know what? Road widening also affects the forest. Because, do you know what road widening is, children? Teacher Boy, what does road widening means in Thai?
Again, teacher.
Road widening, teacher, road widening. What does it means in Thai, road widening?
Road?
Road widening, teacher. Expansion of roads in the forest also. They're going to make the road wide. Road widening. No, in the forest.
เขาจะว่าอยู่ใน
ครูปุ้ยคะขออนุญาตไปเข้าน้ำค่ะ
road widening, right, teacher?
Yes, yes. Teacher.
อย่างอ่ะแสงสีขาวอะทางเดินสีขาวเหรอ road R O
A D
อ๋อถ้าทางก็จะว่าอยู่ได้นะเส้นทางไว้ที่นี่คะwidening I heard อะไรนะ widening
Yes, teacher.
การขยายถนน
roads in the forest.
เด็กๆการขยายถนนนะคะในป่าก็คืออย่างในป่าเนี่ยบางคนโดนป่าเนี่ยโดนถางไปเพื่อที่บางครั้งจะสร้างตึกใช่ไหมขยายถนนอย่างเงี้ยค่ะโอเคทีเชอร์
Okay, thank you, teacher. And I'm sorry for the disturbance.
Before we continue, let's put you to the test. How many species do you think have become extinct in the last decade? A. 254, B. 385, or C. 467? Think about it, because at the end of the video, we'll tell you which answer is correct, and you'll be able to check if you were correct.
Okay, let's see.
The panda bear. This striking exotic animal is seriously threatened. The main cause of their situation is the destruction of bamboo.
Okay, so where can you find? Which country can you find panda? Anyway, you can find anywhere because you have seen they have panda in here also. But which mostly country does panda comes from? Children. Anybody who can guess? I'm going to give you 10 points. For which country does panda came from? This country is very popular country. Okay, for example, you can see a lot of elephants in Thailand. How about pandas? Which country? For elephants, it is mainly known that it came from Thailand. Okay, or Thailand, mainly known as the land of elephants. How about this panda? Anybody? Which country? It begins with letter C. It begins with letter C. 10 points, children. Anybody who could guess this country, I'm going to give you 10 points. Yay!
China.
Who is that?
ข้าวหอม
Okay. Cá hổ, cái chào cậu. Okay, the land of China.
On the planet,
And not
which is
only
their
in
main
China,
source of food.
not only in
However,
China.
for some time, they have managed to increase their population, and the official list now categorizes them in a state of vulnerability. So it seems that little by little, they are recovering. Number 7, the monarch butterfly.
Monarch butterfly.
The monarch butterfly is in critical danger of extinction. On the one
Wee.
hand, this is caused by climate change as it modifies their migratory patterns. But in addition, their habitat is being seriously affected as well. This is because the forests which monarch butterflies live are under anthropic pressure from intensive tourist visits, illegal logging, certain agricultural activities, and the excessive use of herbicides on farmland.
Okay, so this butterfly is extinct because of illegal logging. Illegal logging is just like deforestation, cutting down of trees. Okay, and for what else? For agricultural, for climate change. That's why this butterfly
Intensive
is
tourist
being
visits,
extinct.
illegal logging, certain agricultural activities, and the excessive use of herbicides on farmland. Number 8, the snow leopard.
What is this, children?
Poaching
What animal is this? 2 points. Aside from Sophia, do not. Could you please give chance to the others? Huh? Again, please. Again, please. What animal is this, children?
Tiger.
Tiger. Any other answer?
Yaya.
Okay, yeah. The answer of yeah is tiger. Any other answer? Anybody else who wants to answer? Anybody else who wants to answer?
Sophia.
So, aside from Sophia, anybody else? Just a moment, Sophia. We're going to give chance to the others, okay? Aside from Sophia, anybody else who wants to answer? If no one, we're gonna answer. Wants to answer, and we're going to give it to Sophia. Okay, your turn, Sophia, so that we can move on.
A snow leopard.
A snow leopard. Okay, great job.
Poaching is the main reason why this species of leopard is at risk of extinction. It is hunted mainly for its skin, as a trophy to be stuffed, as a pet in private and illegal zoos, and even for their bones. It is also losing its habitat and is affected by climate change. As the planet's temperature increases, the snow melts in their areas and complicates their survival, as they are not prepared to withstand warmer temperatures. Number 9. The brown bear. Deforestation and the destruction of the habitat of this species is the main reason for their vulnerability. But not only that, the construction of roads prevents the population of grizzly bears from interacting with one another. In addition, even today, there are some areas of the planet where hunting continues to be a real threat to the populations of this animal. Lastly, because their reproductive period is very slow, it's very difficult to increase their population quickly, making them one of the most endangered animals on our planet. Number 10. The vulture.
The vulture.
This
You know what?
animal protects
Most-
mammals that are in danger of
This
extinction.
animal is a
This is
little
because
bit
when an-
scary. You know, vulture eats dead humans and dead animals. Ew.
Animal dies, it is automatically marked by a circle of vultures.
You see?
Thanks to this, guards are alerted whenever poachers go after an animal. Unfortunately, these hunters are retaliating by spraying their prey with cyanide, killing dozens or even hundreds of vultures. And going back to the question we have asked you before, have you thought about it? The correct answer is C. According to the International
it's
Union for Nature,
467. Okay, so how many species do you think have become extinct in the last decade? Okay, so the answer is letter C, 467 species. Okay, so children, this is about our lesson for the endangered animals. Okay, did you understand? Yes or no? Did you understand, children?
Yes.
Yes. How about the others? Those who cannot understand, could you please raise your hand? Let me see. Those who did not understand, raise your hand, please. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Aside from Yaya, does anybody else aside from Yaya who did not understand our lesson for today, children? Okay. Who is that? Focus one. Focus one, you cannot understand. Focus one in Yaya. Anybody else? Anybody else aside from focus one in Yaya? Okay. So children, our lesson for today in yesterday is about animal extinction. Animal extinction, what does it mean in Thai? Subia?
Yes.
What does it mean in Thai? Animal extinction. Teacher Boy, what does it mean in Thai? Animal extinction in Thai? Again, please.
เขาบอกว่าสปีชีส์เนี่ยที่นักเรียนคิดว่าจะกลายเป็นสัตว์สูญพันธุ์นะคะในศตวรรษ How many species เด็กๆสปีชีส์มีสปีชีส์กี่สปีชีส์ที่หนูคิดว่ามีคำเนาะกลายเป็นมีคำตรงนี้แปลว่ากลายเป็นนะคะ extinct แปลว่าสูญพันธุ์นะคะในศตวรรษlast ศตวรรษอะค่ะ last ศตวรรษศตวรรษนะคะเด็กๆศตวรรษที่แล้วนะคะ
Okay, thank you, teacher. Okay, so you have watched a while ago in yesterday while animals go extinct. Why did I? Or you cannot see them. Some of the animals you cannot see them because of human activities. First, they said that it's climate change. Okay, so climate change is caused by human activities, children, because of us. Because of us cutting down the trees, deforestation. What else? Because humans keep on hunting animals for food. That's the second reason. For food, for their skin, for their parts of their body. That's why animals go extinct. Which else? What else? Because of land pollution, water pollution, air pollution, and everything that human activities caused. Okay, so that's why animals go extinct. Okay, so maybe I will just going to have another recap of this one again. If you cannot understand focus one and yeah. Who else aside from Focus One in Sophia? Sophia? Yeah. Okay, so these are the students who have points in our recitation. Sophia got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41. 41 points. Great job, Sophia. Yeah, 5 points. Cao Hong, 10 points. Okay. So, children, we're going to end up in here because if I'm going to have another more, we're going to have an overtime. Okay, so I'm going to give you time 3 minutes before my time ends as your free time. Okay, so children, enjoy your weekend. See you again on Monday. Bye bye. Goodbye, everybody. See you again on Monday.
See you next week.
Bye.
See you. Have a great weekend, everybody. And teacher boy, thank you.